Sean Jones, all about the money, Ed. I'm inclined to agree with that statement. John Mitch, good afternoon. Hope you're well today. Just another 8 weeks now. We'll be in Bangkok for a few days, then off to Japan for a 2 week, then 3 months in Pattaya. Being retired is a dream. Well, it was a dream for me until it all went pear-shaped. Oh, well. Good luck to you, Joe. Scuba Steve, Eddie, what are you doing? Well, I've just eaten a few biscuits, and I've had a meal, and I've had a few beers, early morning beers, because I didn't sleep well last night. I was up watching, the fight. Put that in inverted commas. Good, right? Looking good, mate. Okay, thank you. Donald Trump, afternoon, Edward. The president is in the building. Well, all right, nice to hear from you. Gibber and Wreck, all about the money. Yeah, absolutely. Cool, Green, 16, Jimmy here. Bangkok Universe. Hello, Edward. Okay. So someone asked, what am I doing? Well, I just ate some biscuits. And now I'm drinking a cappuccino. Oh, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so hello, I think Bangkok University. Cool for you, mate. Good for you, mate. Morning, Bays. Okay, no, that's cool, Green. I said cool for you, mate, or whatever. How many beers did I have? I had three this morning. Hey, Jan, Mike Tyson will still be the boxing king forever. Well, I'll tell you what, he brought excitement. The 1980s, were a dull time for that kind of sport. I mean, no, I mean, not dishing Larry Holmes or anything like that. He was a great champion, but Tyson brought a real sense of excitement into boxing into the mid 80s. And, wow, he had the wow factor then. And, and basically, they said he couldn't be beaten. But, well, they're all beatable. They're all made of flesh and blood. They're all beatable. But at the time, he seemed unbeatable. He brought a sense of excitement. And the thing is, that was before Britain opted for pay-per-view. I mean, I've seen all of Tyson's main heavyweight undisputed, unification on terrestrial TV in the 1980s. So I've been a fan of his ever since. Paul Harrison, how's things? Neil Fleet, hello from Wet Wavertree. Wet Wavertree, okay. Well, you'll be off to, when are you off to Gambia, Neil? Gambia is a place I'd like to see. I've never been there, but I think it's out of my league now, because I think there's only one place that I've got me heart set on, and that's Pattaya. But I think I missed a boat with Gambia. But I've heard that's a good place. I know I knock it, but especially when Lisa Dale comes on. But I've heard that that's a good place. Nigel, Iron Mike wasn't trying after round two. To me, it was fixed without prejudice. Well, he gave me that impression. The question is that because he's 58 years old? I mean, in the 1980s, one of the people Tyson fought as part of his title was Larry Holmes. Was Larry Holmes, and Holmes was considered too old then to be making a comeback. Holmes was 38 then, and he was considered too old to be boxing. And Tyson is now 20 years older than that. He's 58. He's 58. That's a very old man, that is. So, but I still got the feeling, I mean, Tyson very rarely threw a punch in those later rounds because, I think he still could throw a punch, but he didn't for whatever reason. Paul Harrison, he was awesome back in the 80s. Yeah, absolutely. Larry KBT. Larry KP1. Hi, Eddie. Glad that you don't have to worry anymore about a broken biscuit at the home you care where you stayed before. You can have nice biscuits anytime. That was caught on camera, that one. I mean, it was caught on a live stream, when she delivered me broken biscuits. Rain and blood. That boxing match was a crock of shite. I heard Tyson was getting an extra bonus if it went as far as round 5 or something. Did you really hear that, or was that an accusation? I heard Tyson getting an extra bonus. I mean, I think since when did they have eight round fights with 2 minutes? That's a total of 16 minutes per boxing match. They used to have. They used to have 3 minutes for over 12, or beyond that. Beyond that, they had 15 rounds. But whatever we think of that fight, it wasn't a good fight. I mean, Jake Paul's, as far as I know, he's a YouTuber. He's but he's a big lad. He's a big lad. But Jesus, being a fighter and being a world champion. Is this social media or is it boxing? I don't get it. I don't get it. 60 enormous greetings, fellas. Missing the squeaky door and Paul Pies matched stayed in match stacked. I don't know what that means. Mickey Barty credited him for going 8 rounds, but looked knackered after 3 rounds. I mean, part of me thinks Tyson wasn't really trying. There was for other reasons. He got a big payday out of it. But it's 58. Like I just said a moment ago, Larry Holmes was considered old when he fought Tyson in the 1980s, and he was 38. Tyson is 58. That's a very, very old man, almost as old as me. Mickey Berkshire. Yeah, credit to going 8 rounds, but look knackered after 3 rounds. Jimmy the Picky. The only excitement in that ring was the camel toe between the rounds. He's a cooler green. He's a big lump, though. Paul Harris and Jake Paul's next opponent is rumored to be Joe Biden. Thailand legend, I steady Eddie. When you go to Thailand in January, scheduled for January. I'm feeling okay now. I reckon I can make it. I can make it out there. Okay, so I mean that fight took place. I sleep sporadically. I went into town yesterday and I had a Christmas dinner because they started serving Christmas dinners at Wetherspoons. I had a Christmas dinner and a couple of pints, and so I slept. I watched a bit of Amazon or Netflix or whatever. So I slept and I woke up. I slept a lot yesterday, but I woke up at just the right time to about 2 a.m. to catch the fight, which I wanted to see. I've got Netflix, and that took place about 5 o'clock UK time, so that was good. That was all right, but I don't know. I just think 16 minutes of boxing. But you know what? That was not the most disappointing, overhyped fight that I've ever seen. I can tell you. Straight off. I mean, my question is, I'm 58 1 month later exactly. It's put me off at ring fighting in the pub now. Okay. Rain and blood. I'll be in Thailand in January as well, but Phuket for me, I think. Okay. Tyson looked like a punch bag. His stamina and feet have gone. Not surprising this was all pre-arranged. Good to see you, Ed. A few sights and sounds. Good to see you, Ed. You're watching from Manila. Tim, greetings, Eddie. Another great YouTuber, Darren John, decided to move away from the UK to Thailand. Best year choice, mate. It wasn't he an ex-friend of a bigger YouTuber? Wasn't it? I mean, I've seen a little bit of Darren John. I've seen a bit of him, but well, good luck to him. Good luck to him. The girls' fight before was a good scrap. I don't approve of women boxing. I don't. I know that might sound sexist, and I might get demonetized for saying that. Somebody woke might report me for saying that, but I think girls should behave like girls, basically. I mean, I watch a lot of movies now, and some very, very good action spy movies where, some petite, girl knocks out about 5 or 6 bad guys. I mean, there was a very good movie with Kate. What's her name? Kate Beckinsale. I've seen a good movie with her recently where she plays an assassin, and that's a top quality. But there's a massive hypocrisy out there. I get the idea that feminists like to see women fight with men. There's an awful lot of movies out there where women fight with men. And where a woman like takes people like, Kate, whatever I just said, and, others, Angelina Jolie and people like that. But I mean, that's supposed to be fair. It's women like to think that you can compete with men. Oh, okay. But where were the feminists when that bloke, as I think he was, hit a woman in the Olympics? Where were the feminists? What was their comment then? I mean, they're all saying a bloke shouldn't be like, that's bollocks, that is. Because, I mean, feminists want it one way. They want to see, a glamorous female knock out about 6 men. But when something like that happens in the Olympics, they got nothing to say. The women's fight before was brilliant. I was watching the fight and fell asleep. It was crap. So put that on the screen. It was the fight, fell asleep. It was crap. It was at least the one good thing because it didn't last too long. Rain and blood. Tyson once fought at Hampton. It lasted 5 seconds. Stephen, what YouTube would you like to get in the ring with? Well, nothing now because I'm physically disabled. I wouldn't get in the ring with Thor Ahead or Ina Sharples. Well, definitely not Ina Sharples. Nigel, look out for $5.99 Netflix. I might as well use the service. What do you recommend I watch? I pretty much like anything. Well, I've seen that, but apparently that's only available on mobile phones. That is, or I seen that on. All as I know is I pay $17.99 for my Netflix, but it's good though. There's plenty. I pay $8.99 for Amazon, which is better. And they got some brilliant TV series on Amazon. Whoa! I've finished watching Carnival Row. I don't know if you heard of that one, but Carnival Row is that's an awesome production. I've seen it twice now, both series, and not many people know about that. But if you check out Carnival Row, then it's wonderful. It is a really great production. James Lowe looking well, okay. Mickey Dre, Audrey Harrison was the worst pro boxer. Just won the whole fight. Just done. Tyler, Eddie, will you be watching proper fight Tyson Fury versus US? No, never heard of that one. Scott, what actress is the most attractive to you, Ed? Oh well, hello, Scott. I rather like Kate Beckinsale in in the underworld movies, which just looks good in black leather. But if you go back a bit to the old vampire movies, I love Madeline Smith and Caroline Monroe and Ingrid Pitt. I mean, they were women. They were real women. They were real. They were hairy. Ingrid Pitt was there were no silicone, no tattoos, nice and hairy. Ingrid Pitt she showed her hair. Cyril Denman, he got 13 million, but he might get $1 million out of it after everyone's had their bit. He got 13 million for his work. He might get $1 million out of it after everyone has their bit. I get the feel with Tyson, it's a payday. It's all about a pay, because he's had a rocky road. He's had a rocky road. Since he made a fortune and lost a fortune, and people took advantage of him. And that woman, Mrs. Mike Tyson, remember that in the 1980s? Yeah, Robin something. And that was an appropriate name for her, that Robin something. I remember the interview with him, and I think it was Oprah Winfrey. Was it Oprah Winfrey who done that interview with her, or was it someone else? And I remember Tyson said, if she wants the money, she can have it. Oh, my God almighty. I'd rather trust Jake Paul than trust the women. Actors... See, what actors would you spend the night with if you had a choice in? I'll tell you what, she's not exactly an actress, but Anissa Kate. I'd like to spend the night with Anissa Kate, but I think she'd find me inadequate after all the DP sessions that she'd been through. Rain in Blood. What bars or clubs are you looking forward to in Pattaya? Well, I'm looking forward to visiting Nick's bars. I mean, he's got 4 bars now. I intend to go in all of them. And the Windmill, and the Beer Garden, and the Tahitian Queen. Oh, that's of an afternoon. That's an old favourite. That is the Tahitian Queen. Nigel, Eddie, get to Thailand and show us what you're made of. I'll show the massage girls what I'm made of. Don't worry. Nigel, do you like the ladies with hairy armpits like me? Oh, I don't like hairy armpits. It's like I like hairy other womanly bits, but not armpits. Not armpits. Joe Hart, hi Eddie, you're looking good. Okay, thank you. John Rand, Jonah Lumley did it for me. I mean, I see there, with full frontal in a, wearing a see-through negligee in a old movie once. He's a man, 58-year-old boxer. You got 80-year-old men in tight trousers doing rock tours. Where's the Valentino? No, bar girl. BT stands for bar granny. 58-year-old boxer equal 80-year-old men in tight trousers. The Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin, they're pretty amazing. I mean, it's amazing that they're still alive at that age. Brett O'Givens, Robin Givens, her name was. Okay, that was Tyson's, money grabbing wife. Nice. By the way, I'm not a lady with hairy armpits. Eastern man, Eddie, do you have a thing for Madonna? She was hairy. No. I tell you what, I never ever found her to be sexy. She was too gobby and vulgar. And she was vulgar. She's like one of those women that you see in a nightclub, and you go up to her, do you think she seems to be a nice woman to talk to, and she's got a nice smile and all that. So you go up to talk to her, and you think to yourself within 30 seconds, oh my God, what a gobby bitch. What a mouthy. Oh, I don't like it. I admire her. But she's so gobby and vulgar, and oh my God, I don't like it. I never found her sexy, to be honest with you. I mean, I admire her. I even like some of their songs, but that one, Get Into the Groove. Is that about toilet paper? Is it, or something? Absolutely vulgar. I love Kylie Minogue because she's Kylie Minogue because she is a nice, sexy little thing. She's a hot little thing. Yeah. Are you hiding the mobility excuses to get around? I don't know yet. I don't know. That'd be a bed. I think that'd be a bed more than anything. Nigel, it's oh my God almighty. Mike Thompson, I'm Tyson's big broccoli business and masking and killing. Really? That's the first I've heard of that. So TV silent, no scary lady thing stalking you at your hotel, fella. Still crash me up at your stalker. Oh, was that in Siam Reap? Jimmy's van life in Amsterdam. Cooley Green, Jimmy here. Tyson was lucky he could generate another big payday, but he definitely sullied his legacy. I think if someone offered me millions, I'd bloody get in the ring. Except it's not going to do me any good at my stage in life. I think the money is okay. I thought it was a bit disrespectful at the end. I mean, Tyson said, was asked who would you fight next. He said, I'd like to fight Jake Paul's brother, Logan Paul. And Logan Paul, was sharp. He was a bit disrespectful. I'd effing kill you. Yeah, I'd effing kill you, he said to Tyson. I mean, that's not a. I mean, for once, I thought Tyson is a 58-year-old man. That's not a very nice thing to say. But it's all about I think it was all about the money. It was all about the money. Tyson was happy with his payday because he's had massive debts in the past. Nigel, neither 99 red balloons, hairy armpits. Crap song. Soy TV Thailand. That's a nice super chat. Thank you for that. Any Roger or Dodger fella for the new UK government? I can't think of any. No. They're all dodgers as far as I'm concerned. But thanks for that super chat anyway. John Wren, Tyson's legacy was ruined by Don King. Okay. Fine, thanks for protecting my identity and not caring. I don't know. I mean, some people come on here with, with various, accounts and the same name. I mean, I'm not supposed to know. How am I supposed to know? Eastern man, Sally James from Tiswas. Oh yes. Oh yeah, I forgot about it. Offshore Buccaneer. That Tyson fight looked fixed in that body holding back from each other. I'm suspicious because I felt that the giveaway was in the later rounds or even in the second half of the fight. Tyson didn't throw a punch. He struggled to throw a punch. I mean, is that because he's 58 or because he's for another reason? I mean, it seems strange Tyson hardly throwing a punch in the second half of the fight. Maybe he felt that, because maybe he felt that punch was going to kill future deals with Jake Paul and, business interests and all that kind of stuff. Rain and blood. I'd like to travel back into Raquel Welch in their peak. What a stunner! Oh, I mean, what I was gobsmacked at that time. That famous poster where she's a cave woman from 100,000 years BC. I was amazed to find that she'd actually had 2 children at the time that photograph was taken. 2 children. He's had 2 kids in the name. Oh, well, I didn't see that one. Nigel, my avatar. Same as Darty, it was loads of bollocks, said he. Well, not for the people who made the money, it wasn't. It was all about money. I think it was all about money. How many, Eastern man, how many robbers' dogs are called Tyson? He was awesome, wasn't he? In his day, he was the hardest man on the planet. Offshore Buccaneer, holding back both of them in the flight, in the fight. It looked. So let me see. Okay, time for the big question. The big question. No, I know what my answer to this is. I have no hesitation with my answer, but I'll tell you in a minute. What was the most disappointing fight you ever saw? It wasn't that one last night. It wasn't because I just I didn't expect much of it anyway. I thought I thought it was staged. The most disappointing fight you ever saw. Okay. So let me see now. Oh, Oh, oh. Offshore bucket, Henry Cooper and Ali. Okay, they actually done 2 fights, didn't they, in the 1960s? And everyone remembers the one where Cooper knocked Ali down. As far as I know, that wasn't actually a title fight. That was not a title fight. You know, it was that was before Ali became world champion. I mean, they did have a title fight. But they, but they ended the same way with Cooper. They don't show you the bit where Cooper, where Cooper, his face was all bloody and whatever. They don't show you that bit. Well, Nigel, it was the Eddie gets to Thailand. He shows what you're made of comment. Nigel, same avatar. He was cloning my account. Please report him to YouTube. I'll tell you what, Nigel. You report him to YouTube because it's up to you. I mean, I wouldn't ask you to report. Someone who. Some of my trolls to YouTube, I do that myself. But it's up to you to do that. So sorry about that. Anyway, I don't know why he's doing that. I mean, some people have got no lives after Nigel. Got no lives after. No, me, I Inspector. Good evening, Ed. I'm glad they didn't bother with the fight. All that money made for the loads of crap. Okay. Tom O'Brien, Tommy Hearns versus Roberto Duran Classic. Okay. But we're after the most disappointing fight that you ever see. George Foreman managed to go crazy at Ali Norton, Sugar Ray Leonard, Robert Dewey. That class has moved on, and the media to produce farce of the sport. Okay. Offshore Buccaneer, Muhammad Ali versus Joe Bugner. Well, I'd say that that you're going back a bit there to the 1970s. I mean, Bugner, was a great fighter. He had, for a big man, he had amazing stamina, but ironically, he didn't have much punching power. I mean, he did a fight with Ali, and they were 15 rounders in them days. They were 15 rounds, and not like 12 rounds, 2 minutes or something like that. But they were 15 3-minute rounds, and I think I recall the first Muhammad Ali versus Joe Bugner fight was like one-way traffic. Ali won that easy. But the second one, was a bit better than that. But I admired Ali. He was on the Parkinson show when he'd gained the title from George Foreman. And Parkinson said, Joe Bugner's got no class. And Muhammad Ali berated him for this. He said, you're saying that about a British fighter. I mean, Bugner went 15 rounds twice with me, and George Foreman never lasted the distance. You say that about it, and Muhammad Ali stuck up for Joe Bugner. He really, really did. I mean, Bugner was a difficult man to knock over. John Manny Pacquiao versus Mayweather. I didn't see that fight, but I heard about it. Apparently, that was a bit disappointing, that one. Bottle Baby, the one with my bar girlfriend, she went hands down and took all my money. Like it. Anders Baby, I heard it. Hello, Anders. Nigel, they're calling me, Eddie. I'm stressed. Hey, don't worry about it, because I mean, they're the ones who are just wasting time being awkward. I mean, you just get on with it, And you can report that chappie to YouTube. You can report him if you feel like that. I mean, I've had my account, my Facebook account, and fortunately not my YouTube account, but my Facebook account cloned. One morning, but people spot it. I mean, within about an hour, people were getting friends requests from my fake account, and I said I'd done a video about some sly bastard, is cloning my account, but it's like, but you've got nothing to. You call them out, and they've got nothing to gain from it at the end of the day. So I mean, don't stress out over it. Ricardo, Frank Bruno versus Mike Tyson. I seen the first one, and Bruno. I mean, that's at the time when Tyson was considered. And Bruno had the dignity of leaving the ring on his feet. He at that first one, but the second one, what was it that Bernard Manning said about the second one? That Bruno Tyson fight was over faster than a scouser passing a job centre. Typical Bernard Manning. And Nigel, I can't report to YouTube as he has blocked me. If you don't want to report him, then just block him or ban him from your channel. Yeah, but the problem is, Nigel, if he's got the same avatar to you, because I've done this before, I blocked the wrong one. I've done that before because there's some people there who come up with the same accounts and they say he's cloning my account. I don't really know which one's which, and I've done that before. I have blocked the wrong one, and it causes confusion there. Mickey Barker, let's see how long that YouTube would last with Tyson Fury. Okay. John Wren, saddest Eubank versus Watson. That was an amazing era in boxing, that, because, oh Jesus, I mean, without going into detail about it, there's a couple of tragedies there. That Nigel Benn, Nigel Watson, and Chris Eubank. I mean, that was worthy of the gladiators. That's why I put that there. That was worthy of that gladiators. That era of boxing in the early 90s. Whoa, Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank and Watson. That era was the best. It was brought out the best of savage boxing. Serial killer said, "Oh, Bruno could have done that, my time, but he backed up. Maybe fixed." I said it live. He said, "Man, on this channel, once the stream is finished, the comments are just full with souls. Maybe time for the cut." Yeah, I mean, I have one of those. I have a page every now and again, but I find some of the souls amused. I find them to be pathetic. They live for this. They live to troll YouTubers. As long as they don't say anything offensive, or as long as they're funny and they make me laugh, then they can stay. But when they get nasty or try and influence other people, that's what I have a go. Gambling has the most modern fights rigged, in my opinion. Massive bets on very specific out. It's nothing new, that. It's nothing new. I mean, anyone remember, without supporting accusations, the follow-up fight with Cassius Clay and Sonny Liston? I mean, the phantom punch. Ali, threw a punch, and ringside they don't even. Some say that it didn't even land, and and guess the rest. Ty Billy Boy, hello. London Cab, Thailand. I saw the Barry McGuigan and Petroza world title fight there. Was more boxing outside in the ring than in it. A bit scary being there. I'll tell you what was the scariest fight. I mean, Britain, you know, it's always a thuggery. You know, I mean, they apparently they don't have this kind of thuggery in other countries, but Britain is notorious for it. And that Alan Mensah versus Marvin Hagler fight, when Marvin Hagler beat Mensah in 3 rounds. Oh, the crowd let him know about it. They showered the ring with debris, with chairs and bottles and everything. And you know, that must have been scary. And Hagler said that he'd never fight in England again. He'd never ever fight in England again. Eastern man, Martin Ryder. I'm off to Charlie's Bar in Colchester. Lovely pint of Carlin for £2.50. Okay, that's great. That's great to hear that. It's good to hear from you, Martin. I just had a pint of Carlin. Mine cost me £3.50, and a pint of you know, whatever. But it's good to hear from you, mate. It's good to hear from you. Eastern man, Ernie Shavers married a woman from Birkenhead and ended up working as a bouncer in Liverpool. Well, I never. What era was this? What era was that? Because I left Liverpool in 1989. So and as far as I know, Ernie Shavers. Well, I've never heard that before. God, my Eastern man's a gold mine of information. A gold mine of information. You know, oh, well, first time I've ever heard that. Thanks for that. Nigel, Ed, that there cloning me, Eddie, is a fake Nigel. Please, see, this is getting confusing. If there's 2 Nigels and with the same avatar, I don't know which one to ban. Ian Phillips, remember that against Richard? Oh, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. That was fucking hilarious. That was hilarious. That was. Anders Baby, stay safe, Eddie. John ran. Richard John right on. Tim K, you should enjoy Muay Thai, Eddie. That was some serious shite. Nooney, a few Floyd Mayweather fights, it just bored me. Oh, well, I've never seen that much of Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, Martin Ryder. I see Javine McCall has had a brain tumor up. She sounds very positive, lost a lot of weight. Yeah, but I heard that on the news. She's had brain surgery, but she's got the word benign attached to it. Not what I've got. I've got malignance attached to mine, so yeah. London Captain Sugar Ray Leonard was an excellent boxer. He was a great showman. But great to see you, Eddie. Nigel, ban him. Oh, Jesus! I can do it out there. I may ban you by mistake, Nigel. I could ban. I've done that before. There was one called something Dutch something or other. Dutch something or other. And he apparently had a number of, I banned the wrong one. And someone else, it was going on all the time. I can't be doing with this. I mean, if people are cloning accounts. I mean, I just can't be cloning, dealing with this. Peter Roger Moore than a man with golden jaw. Cy Billy Boy. Eddie Shavers also did security on a wine bar in Birkenhead. She also did security at a wine bar. I remember him. He fought Ali, didn't he? Give Ali a bit. Nice to see you back on the satellite, straight to Pattaya. Okay, yeah, Martin Ryder, Dutch Farang. Yeah, I mean, that caused confusion. That, yeah, you know. No, my hands bet. Dutch Farang. Well, how am I supposed to know which is which is the real one or fake? I mean, I've got enough on my plate here. Eason man, yes, mate, that's the one. He was always a real gent, had time for a chat. Okay. Save is the scout lol. Okay. Okay. Well, if you click on the comment, and it's not 146 subs, ban him. It takes you 5 seconds, not during the live stream. It does if you post a comment on my video when I upload this to YouTube. But Martin Ryder, have a good afternoon, gents. Okay, enjoy your Carlin. I know that I did. Okay, fine. Nice to hear from you, Martin. Okay, the most disappointing fight you ever saw. Well, I have no hesitation in saying the most disappointing one, the most overhyped, and it was said to be the most richest fight in of all time in the 1980s. It was, as someone who's picked it, someone picked it. Mickey Dre, Hagler versus Sugar Ray. That was the most disappointing fight that I've ever seen. It was advertised about. You know, people knew about it about 6 months or even a year in advance. You know, in the 1980s, I think it was 1987, and Leonard had come out of retirement. You know, to fight Hagler, and all the experts picked Hagler, you know, because he was so fearsome, and it was disappointing. It was a con. It was a con because 12 rounds. You know, I think that's when they first brought in the 12 round. I mean, because it was 15 rounds before that. So Sugar Ray Leonard might have won it when he said 12 rounds. But for 12 solid rounds in truly boring, non-aggressive fashion, Sugar Ray Leonard backed away. He run away from Hagler for 12 boring rounds. And then they awarded Sugar Ray a split decision. And after that fight, Hagler gave a press conference, which he was accused of sour grapes because he lost the fight. He said, "I hate the way they've given my title to Sugar Ray Leonard, of all people. I hate that fact. You know, I hate the way Leonard has been awarded the fight." I didn't think that was sour grapes. I thought that was being realistic. I agree with her. I mean, you know, Sugar, he should have had points deducted from him for running away, for backing away throughout that fight. All 12 rounds, Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, he backed away. So well done, Mickey Dre, for naming that one. London, yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard was not an excellent, but was an excellent boxer, yeah, but not in that fight. It was a con, that was. Beat the Roger Moore, the man with the golden gun. Enjoy sumo wrestling, Thai boxing. John Mitch, anyone remember the Richard Dunn versus Muhammad Ali fight? Yeah, I was gutted at that at the time because I didn't like Muhammad Ali. You know, I'd seen on the TV, you know, in the 70s, and I thought I didn't like Big Mouth. I mean, I appreciate that he was a great athlete and the best heavyweight boxer of all time. But I didn't like his personality. You know, he kind of goes on you after that. But I thought he was laughing about it. And in Richard Dunn in a press conference said, "I'm going to whoop Muhammad Ali. I'm going to whoop him." You know, so I'd like to have seen that. By the way, Mitch Green versus Tyson. Well, you know. I'll tell you what amazed me. You mentioned Mitch Green against Tyson. I never seen that fight because that was one of Tyson's early fights. I think before he became champion. But you know, Mitch Green. I thought that was what was. I remember Mitch Green was in a paper with a black eye that he got in a nightclub from Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson seen him in a nightclub and, you know, twatted him there in that nightclub. And this is what I thought in the 1980s. And I wasn't the only person who thought this. Mike Tyson isn't going to live very long. He's going to get shot dead because he lived a kind of wild lifestyle. So, I mean, last night, you know, I seen him in a fight. And when I thought about it, he's pretty amazing to make it to 58 years of age because he has lived a wild life. I was disappointed when Ricky Hatton was disappointed against Mayweather. Okay. Nigel, I hope you enjoyed the super chat I've sent you in the past. Thank you again for not giving a you know, shite about protected by identity. It can be done by you live stream, as Kelly Caldwell did it live. Okay. Well, I can't, you know, check. I can ban people during live stream, but I can't check how many subs they've got, as you're suggesting. So I might just ban the wrong one. But maybe you're the wrong one, Nigel. Maybe you're the wrong one, because I don't believe that the Nigel who's appeared in my chat the last time would be behaving like this. So maybe you're the wrong one. Red boy, I love to get in the ring with Tyson. Did you see his muscles and that bulge in his facades? Oh. Eastern man, Stallone is Rocky, and more comeback than a gobby scouser. John Ranani versus Manny Pacquiao. Oh my. It's hello. I think you should be making plans for Nigel. Red boy, Nigel, do you want to massage? Making sure Sal needs something. First I've heard of that. We're out here. We're waiting for what, Eddie? Darcy Dwyer, you're looking well, Eddie. Okay. Are you getting a taxi to Pattaya or the bus? I'll probably get a taxi. I haven't decided which one yet. I'll get in touch with a fellow YouTuber about a good taxi service. And I know a few YouTubers who regularly get a taxi from Savannah Boomy to Pattaya, and you know, so I'll get in touch with one of them. Oh. Okay, so we've done that bit anyway. So okay, so that's basically it. I've done 55 minutes. We'll talk about other things on this channel. This, I must reiterate, is not a travel channel. Not essentially. We do talk about travel on this, but it's not essentially a travel channel. That is my other channel. It's called Steady Eddie Travels, and the clue is there in the name of that channel. That is a travel channel. I don't know what to post on there these days, because I don't want to talk about my condition, even though it's kind of dire. Absolutely. Oh, Jesus, that's a cappuccino, that is. And I've had pints of ale this morning after my all English breakfast. I go to a cafe and have the breakfast and all that kind of stuff, and then go to the pub. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. And I'll see it over through the week anyway. I'll see you through the week. All right.